everyone. Today's the first day of fall and I love fall. It's kind of sad that, the warm weather vegetable growing is over, but there's a lot more growing to do for the fall. But one of my favorite things is foraging, whether it's flowers, edibles, or whatever. So today we're going to learn how to collect seeds and also how to dry a lot of these. So some of my favorite wildflowers are the best bee pollinators. It's just the way it goes. So some people don't want weeds in their garden, but these weeds are beautiful. They're beneficial. And they're great for crafts. So the first one we're going to do is the goldenrod. And people look at this and sometimes say, goldenrod, oh my gosh, that's so bad for allergies. Well, actually, goldenrod is not. But these are great for arrangements, by the way. So when you pick these, you want to clean off the leaves if you can. So that's all you do is just pull them, clean off the weeds. Did I say weeds? Leaves. And then we're just going to tie them and hang them to dry. Okay, so in my old house it was like a historic old log cabin. Big, massive logs. So every year the kitchen was just amazing. It was hung with all the herbs, and you would just go along and just peel off what you needed. And it was just some out of a storybook. Okay, so this is goldenrod. That's all you do. We're going to tie it on a string, and we're going to hang it in a dry, preferably dark, kind of semi-warm, cool place. And the secret of drying these, for me, is finding a place to dry them. Nobody has room for this. Our houses are filled. So, and what do you need to dry them? Do you have to go buy special equipment? You know what I mean? I was watching online what some of the big guys are doing, and they're buying all this equipment. I'm like, well, that's great if you have the money for that. But if you're just an ordinary person, and please, I would love to try some of those. You can't afford that. So, but that's our job. Okay, so this is the first one, and I pretty much do this on every one. Clip them, and these are really cute to decorate for the fall. So the first one, I put it on a string like this, and I just hang them on different areas. Okay, one of the other ones, this is a beefsteak plant. Why is it called a beefsteak plant? Because it's actually Asian. See the red stems? It reminded Asia of beef. So this is one of the best pollinators. It looks like a coleus. It's actually edible. They use it in their cuisine. I haven't eaten this one, but it's beautiful. Same thing with this. So what I do is I take a hanger and I just clip it on. I peel off the leaves. And that's it. And then in a couple weeks, it's done. Okay, the other crafty thing, and this is from the dollar store. This has roughly 6 hooks for $1. You hang it over the door or anywhere you want, closet, and you just hook them on. That's all you do. And so you don't need all that big equipment. The biggest thing is you want to hang them upside down. You could do it each way if you wanted, you know, but everything comes down and it just dries, okay? One of my other favorites is the wild onion, and I cook with this a lot. And this will reseed. And this one, I just put in a vase, let it dry like this. I don't have to hang it upside down unless I wanted to. And use it as a floral thing. And I use the stems after they dry as a pick. So, okay. You also have the wild aster. Same thing, you just want to hang it upside down. But I have decorated with these where you just put them in baskets and just kind of let them dry like this. And my favorite for smell is Sweet Annie. And this one's already dried. I hung it the same way. But you have brown-eyed Susans. So a lot of times if you just want to have fun, buy a book from the used bookstore. We used to take the dogs, they're service dogs, and for their training they would always go to the half-price bookstore and for pettings every Sunday. And they have these books for like $1 or $2. I know everything's on the phone, but it's fun to just go through and pick your stuff. But you want stuff that are pollinators, you want to dry them, you want to keep them for ornamental things. But okay, let me finish this and I'll show you how they look, and then I'm going to show you how to collect the seeds from the dried ones I've already done. If this works, I swear, when my daughter comes in, it works fine. Nope. Is that odd? If anybody hits the lotto, can you get me new equipment? Okay. Okay, so I have to get up and turn it off because we're very professional here. All right, my grandson just came in from his walk around the farm, and one of the best things for fall for him, the wild grapes are done. So they're very scrumptious. Actually, the French used them, the Midwest grapes, with their grapes because of our hardiness. So, all right, back to work. All right, I just wanted to show you the end result. So we have a lot of things hanging all around the house now. But I also did some earlier. So let me show you how to collect some of the seeds now. All right, one other thing. I hung a lot on the hooks you saw. I put some in a vase, and I'm actually not going to give it water because I want it to dry out. And it'll look beautiful for about 2 days, 3 days, but still you get to enjoy it. The other thing is, if you don't have a dark, dry place, and it doesn't have to be dark, but it's better, I use paper bags. I go to Trader Joe's and they still have them, and I put them upside down. And basically that helps too, because I do it for the heather a lot and the wild onion. They drop the seeds in there, so all I have to do is pour them out. So that's a great way. But you could throw that in your closet or corner. We have lots of corners, or basement, whatever. So that was another idea to show you. All right, the first seed that we're going to collect is the wild sunflower, which you saw me decorate cakes with it. All you do is take it and just take your finger and just rub gently and kind of just pull it out. I mean, it really comes out very easily. Okay, these are the coolest things. I thought about decorating with them, crafts for kids. So all you do is just, can you see them just fall out? Okay, and I use old envelopes or something, bags. Depends how many I'm gonna have. Okay, just make sure you write what it is. So I have this tray, and then I have a white paper, and this instant I'm using my grandson's school thing. Take out all the flower petals, you don't need those. And then, okay, I don't separate these really great because I just kind of toss these where I want it. But that's the seed right there. And I just pour it into a bag, mark it, and I put a little hole, tiny hole, just for a little air, and that's it. Although I have so much, this whole bag will be filled. Okay, the second one is really easy. This is the wild onion, and this is a great fall arrangement. So I use these a lot. So all you have to do, can you see the little black seeds in there? All you do is just go like this. And they just kind of just shake out. Okay, and you really want to get this plant, even if you don't eat it, the ornamental value is just amazing, and bees cannot stop swarming it. I mean, it's really amazing. Clean out the stuff. And if you do have little pieces of the stem or the flower, it's not going to hurt anything. Some people are just really picky. They get the tweezers and all that. No. Again, I must have been a hippie. So just semi-clean it. It's all going to seed finally in the spring. Can you see them? And watch me miss the bag. Okay. And that's it. Can you see the seeds? Okay, I also have brown-eyed Susan, same way. And the last one I want to do for you though is the Sweet Annie. Sweet Annie is great to hang anywhere. Smells amazing in the house. You want to gift wrap it, but I want to keep the foliage. But these are tiny seeds. Can you hear them just fall? And actually, you could, if you know the area in the garden where you want these, you could seed them now in the fall, and they'll come back in the spring, hardier, I think, because it's a wild plant. It's meant for that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I love this smell. You know, I heard they're using a lot of Sweet Annie for a lot of medical now. And so people are going to start growing it in fields. And I'm thinking, I want that job. I could be around that smell every day. But see how tiny these are? Tiny. And the good thing about these seeds, unless they're dried properly, they usually don't fall off like that. They have to totally be dried. So if you have a flower and it's just not coming off, let it dry a little longer. Okay, here's the tiny Sweet Annie. They're tiny itty. There's got to be thousands in here. So, and I'm going to put some in bags now. And this is the one I can't put a hole in because they're so tiny. It's like basil leaves. We'll be doing dried herbs too. But, okay. This is Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. So this is how you collect seeds from the great pollinators that are just wild. And a lot are great for decorations and everything else. But I wish everybody the best fall they've ever had. And now I have to pollinator.
Bee pollinator.